Hello, welcome back to Elephant. Right, last episode, I kind of discovered some. Oh, I probably I underestimated a puzzle. I underestimated this puzzle. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can stare at this and still have ideas. I want to sort of look at it for a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave after a while. I'm thinking that I haven't actually beat this level before, not even like wrongly. So, can we at least try that? Can we at least try to beat the level in, some way first? So currently, I'm wondering if I can maybe set up... Hold on. So right now, I'm just wanting to do something like this. Okay. So to actually solve this in this state... Where's my cursor? There you go. I am almost certain that these four directions are required. This one being here and this one being here. There has to be a certain order in which these things are done though. So let's say that... Oh. Let's say I do that. Let's just say I try and solve this as, how one would solve this. Alright, I gotta actually move these guys into appropriate positions first though. So... Right. So, okay, let's say I ignore the I ignore this Aleph or whatsoever. And I can push here. Oh crap. Okay, hold on. Let's do some pushing. I want this to... No, I want a push down like here. Yeah, I want this. I almost sort of want... I can just do that. And then the final step is not that challenging. The final step basically would just involve... Ooh. Basically would just involve something like this. Then us, just swap this, push this in. And then one final portal this way. And that's clearly wrong, but that does solve the puzzle. Solves the puzzle in a pretty awkward manner. So yeah, that's a problem. But that's not the problem. We have solved the puzzle for the first time, at the very least. However, another thing I wanted to look at is if it's possible to actually move this out without actually doing this push. And I think the answer is technically yes. If you placed a glyph in here, connected up diagonally to an Aleph there, then you had another Aleph here vertically that can be pushed outwards. You can get this to be pulled out without touching this Aleph. And so yes, it's possible, but requires a direction that is unobtainable. You can't get a vowel that points up right or up left. All vowels only point down or rightwards. I guess upright is technically possible if you did this. But to have a perfect upright, you need this position, which definitely doesn't work. And upright isn't gonna help either. Right? Yeah, upright isn't going to help. So we're just crazy stuck. It looks like maybe this... It looks like maybe I'm allowed to do two of these things, but I'm not entirely sure how that would work, if that's even allowed. But 2 will let me pull this out, so if we were to just set everything up as per usual... So I sort of need this. So, okay, let's say I do a push like... This push kind of doesn't really work, does it? It would work if... It would work if this was here, but I can't really get in after that. So I kind of want this. I kind of want to make it... I don't know. I don't know what I want. Can we get back to the original setup again? So this is our original setup. I can do all the cool stuff if I try it. Technically speaking, I can do all the cool stuff if I try it. So I want this thing to happen. I want to like an awkward, very awkward shuffle. There you go. So what was the next thing that I expected to be possible? Kind of expected a push like this. Alright, I remember that being a thing. Yeah, I remember us somewhat doing that push. I kind of wanted the other one to be the one that goes in first though. Okay, this is kind of awkward. I feel like we just did a bad shuffle here. I kind of want this guy to be free. Sure, that's actually not the best, but that's somewhat valid, I think. I want something like this, right? I wanted something like that. Not really. I don't think I actually wanted something like this. Hold on. Yeah, I don't... It's so finicky. It's way too finicky for anything useful to happen here. I still don't understand, like, exactly what they want from me. If these 4 symbols are actually the symbols that we use, then they each have to pair with a certain something, right? This has to happen twice, one here and one with this glyph, this Aleph. The one that faces right has to pair with this one. The one that faces down right has to pair with this one. There's no other pairing that works. No other pairing works. Which means that this has to be moved out. And I'm not entirely sure how I can move it out at all. Is it actually possible to move it out with the directions that we have? It's not, is it? I don't think it is. Okay. I don't know if I should keep staring at this or if I should just move on. I feel like I should just move on. But I really don't feel good not finishing this up. Like how the previous Worlds one worked is that the number of individuals who spoke a certain direction is the number of times I want that direction to show up in the sentence. Which is why I'm considering a sound making and a portaling effect to be also what's here. I don't know how else I would interpret this though. Because initially there's a sound that's mid. That sound... Yeah, what does that mean? What does that... How do I interpret that? This dash... This dash. That's a wink. Like, okay. That's the entire sequence. See, if my pairing also works, we get a bunch of interesting wrong things that occur too. Most importantly, the fact that for a portaling to occur after this is hit, like since this one has to be paired with this one, you can't have an immediate step plus a portal. You need this to be activated more than once. So you need 2 of these. If you mark the portal as one of these symbols, then the intended sentence, I think, has to be a directional change followed by the two diagonals are in different directions. The two diagonals in different directions. Like so. The two diagonals are in different directions. Then you need two more diagonals, which are probably in different directions as well. They make the sounds while facing those diagonal directions, right? Then an up diagonal, then a left movement. Look at that, what the heck is this? That's just a lot of directions that don't really make any sense to me. Sort of want this, and then something happens from here, but I don't know what. It doesn't make any sense. If the final... There has to be either some jailbreaking ability here that I do not know of, or I'm misinterpreting the entire thing. Something that I can do here that I didn't know I could do. Like retrieving this guy without activating it for a redirect. Or moving it without redirecting anything, which doesn't seem possible, especially for the diagonal. This diagonal cannot be... I don't think it can be redirected either. Yeah, I can step here, but once I move this, the top one has to be redirected no matter what. Am I allowed... Yeah, that's why I'm interpreting it as me being allowed any number of redirects. But even then, we do get some failures. But I could try doing that, right? I could try doing that. I could try working with multiple redirects and seeing what fits. That will almost certainly require this to be in that position. And also you to be sort of up here for the moment. So I need this push. This does get stuff stuck, doesn't it? It does get one of these things kind of stuck. Oh, not true. I can do that. So let's say I'm allowed any number of these redirects. I can get stuff in now. The final one is this thing down there. But before that, I have to push this here and activate it somehow. I need to activate it. I can probably do that. I can leave and that doesn't activate anything. Then I need to activate this followed by that. I can try. It looks somewhat more okay now that I'm staring at it. Okay, can I... How do I do this? I gotta push you away. That's not it. That's not it, because I need a bunch more symbols. It's first an activation of the down left. It's first an activation of the down left without any portaling effect. Right? It's supposed to be an activation of the down left without any portaling effect. See, I don't know what's wrong with this. Everything fits, except for the fact that a lot more things already work out, does it? So it's like, I want this to activate, then I want this to activate, then maybe a double portal here? It doesn't really work out for us, but a double portal here seems okay. You just don't get a second portal here because, yeah. And then finally you need one more of this, which is why I'm expecting this to be a thing. Followed by this left facing. So I sort of want this. Then I sort of want a double portal. then a left portal. Can a left portal occur now? I think it can. Just gotta move stuff around. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Let's get you... let's see. But I've gotten you out of the way first, like way before. I think so. Oof. I probably also want to get the other guy out of the way. This guy. Let's say you're no longer required. Let's say I want this push. That's not it either. It's, okay, given that there are a total of... Activate then portal. Activate then portal. Can I still move? I can't move. The activation of that last thing will end it all. So either that has to lead to another portal, or that's just that. But the problem is, how does a right-facing vowel lead to a second portal? It just cannot, based on my facing direction. Like, no matter no matter how I enter that glyph, I cannot portal further anywhere. So it doesn't really make sense to interpret it as such then. That I must activate it, then portal. Also, a second portal here after activating it, I don't think actually counts for a second symbol. I just somewhat, like... Well, I can't move anymore. So, like, if that's the last thing I do... Okay, what if I ended with... Okay, I can't end with a portal, so... Let's say I don't activate one of them first. I want to do some testing. Okay. I think this is fine. Yeah, this is okay. I want to do this. Then this. Then I want to activate a final double portal. Which is a bit wonky. How do I do that? This just ends it, so no, I think this just... putting this symbol here is already death to begin with. I guess this is fine. I don't see why I didn't do that just now. I mean, yeah, I didn't do that because I can't really double portal anymore. So that's a portal. I can leave, but not really what I'm looking for. That's not a double portal. Hold on. I can't double portal here either. So it's like, you probably shouldn't have been that far. You can be here. That's actually also fine. Alright, now we can probably test the double portal theory. So this is a double portal, right? But what? No. Okay. So this is a double portal that ends in... it's a... Okay, well, this is not really what I wanted. I wanted to test if this blank being activated and acting as the portal will work. So it's more so that the blank has to be the one in the center. Okay. Let's see if we can get that to happen. So when did I ever get it to... Oh gosh. When did I... Here. Okay. Okay, this was much better for me. There you go. Okay, let's say I... Yeah, okay, no, we're just testing. There's no need to do anything. There's no need to pretend to end the level or anything. Let's just test. Alright, so... Okay, so I want to start by... Let's start by pushing you down to get you... I can't get you back, can I? Oh my goodness, what is this? What is this mess? What is this mess that we're trying to work with here? Alright, this one you can stay... You can stay untouched. I can probably get you out eventually. If I try hard enough, I could probably set you up to get you out eventually. It's like I want this. Actually, can I just test this out right now? Does an activation plus a portal mean anything? Yeah, it doesn't count as 2. This doesn't count as 2, it counts as 1. So it doesn't matter if I end with a teleport, because that wouldn't produce a new. An activation plus a teleport wouldn't produce 2 symbols. It would just produce 1. That's an activation plus a teleport. That only produces 1 of those diagonal symbols. Right? Yes. Now what could that even mean? It means that for the conversation we saw earlier, the conversation ending with an activation or with a right word speech, right word sound, followed by a portal, the portal very likely simply just denotes what type of sound it is. It doesn't denote that a portal must occur. Correct? There's no way the rotation of the oxes. No. The first one is a sound. Like, the first sound is a redirect. It can't be anything else. Well, it could be a portal, but it isn't. It's a sound that's facing rightwards. Then 2 sounds that eventually lead to portals. Do those indicate that there are 2 portal sounds? This indicates a portal sound. This indicates another portal sound, right? Because this is a rightward speech that then leads to a portal. The portaling effect doesn't have anything to do with the portaling. But the fact that that happens is so awkward. I don't understand at all why you'd have 2 sounds followed by the 2 portals. If the first of those 2 sounds didn't lead to a direct portal, does that imply another one of these redirects? It shouldn't. The portaling effect simply indicates that the symbol I'm stepping on is a portal symbol. Likely does not indicate whether I should portal on it or not. However, I do notice that if you step on a portal, then leave that portal, things get fairly interesting. Let's not do that. Okay, fine. I guess we're doing this now. Jeez, I have to do this thing all over again. That's kind of annoying, but it's fine. It's probably fixable. Yeah, it's very easily. This is a lot more resolvable than I usually think it is, but that's okay. Okay. You have to sort of get in there now. Maybe you... What? No. If I did this... I mean, I can leave, but that does a redirect. It won't redirect if, you know, something else happened. If these guys stayed in their positions, then a portal followed by leaving doesn't do anything. Sure, but that doesn't help me, right? If I did more shuffling and made it so that this guy was free, and that this guy was the one to be the one that's pushed down. Let's say that happens. Don't do that. Right, I can't push down. I can't really push down. Okay, well, I can do this and push down. That prevents an elf. Oh. Right. This push has to not... Okay. How do I get this thing to... I've never gotten this to happen, right? With you still here. I don't think I've ever done that. Okay, sure. If I activated this somehow... Let's just say I... What do I want to do again? I kind of forget what I wanted to do just now. I want to pull this guy out. Yeah. Okay, but doing that is kind of annoying. Let's get you just back in here first. I'm pretty sure I want to keep you there. I want to set up this thing. I want to pull this guy out. And that does let me, you know, do some movement. See, I want to do this. So let's say I do that, right? If I portal out of it again, that activates that twice. You get 2 of those left foot symbols. Also, that thing's the last thing to be activated. Which, you know, makes sense, I guess. Once you're in there, to leave you have to activate it and you have to have 2 of those symbols. So, sure. So let's say we just want one of these symbols each. Have I had that happen before? So, okay. Before pulling this out, I want you to be here. There you go. That's 4. Right. Why did there already exist 2 here? That's why. 3 is the least I can use that, I think. Given my current situation. So I want this. I want this, and then I want no other activations. Yeah, and then I want, you know, I want you to be in there, which is fine, absolutely okay. I don't want any activations, so let's get you guys out there first. And then finally, this is absolutely fine. I just want this. That doesn't count, even though all of those symbols are touched in the order that, you know, they said they will be touched, right? So am I somehow allowed to do this with only one Aleph? With one of those, whatever this thing is, the first one? Am I ever allowed to do this with that? How? There's no way. But this looks great. Like, these last 4 looks awesome. I just need to step on this thing a lot of times to set that up. And I don't know if it's possible for me to do that just once. Doesn't look right at all. I'm stuck on this. I'm so stuck. I need so much help here. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's just come back to that eventually. And then we'll figure it out. Alright. I'm tired. Let's move on. Let's move on. I don't know how much time we have left in this episode, but we'll just move on. Alright. Chapter 4. Hirik. Alright, let's watch very carefully. Surrounded by oxes. That does 3 sounds. Oh no, it's a code. No? And they all leave away. I could just write that down for now, you know. Let's just oh, I guess not. Alright, new symbol. Sure. Push. That activates it. That did nothing. What if I did this? That still does nothing. Oh gosh, what the heck? Come closer? Wait, so why didn't that occur here? Because I'm trying to attract it towards me? So this? That calls it closer. Huh, okay. So if I did it 3 times here, I can push it over like so. Oh, I'm kind of stuck. Okay. Yeah, let's do this and then let's go on the other side. There you go. So this pulls things towards me based on how I face them. What is this script? Oh no, I can't describe this. I don't have the words for this. I don't have the the names of these characters. Alright, that's okay. We'll figure this out. Alright, so this doesn't pull LFs closer, right? It pulls LFs closer too. Okay. I can pull you closer like so. And then I suppose this could be necessary. I think I can pull over like this as well. But I don't see how that's necessary either. I can. What else I did this? Oh, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I forgot that. I forgot that those LS and vowels could stack. Or oh, my cursor's just a dot. That makes a lot of sense. All right, let's move on. Okay, so I got a. Can I pull entire columns up? I mean, clearly I can't just do that. What can I do? This thing can only move left and right, unless I pull it down. So I think this is required? Yeah. Oh, that's different. That rotates it. Oh gosh. And if I pull again, that pull doesn't occur. Yeah, no pull can occur there. But now I can pull it somewhat out, and I can pull this out like so. That pulls them both out. Okay. I can pull this out this way. That's interesting. I don't know if that's not what I really want. What do I want? I want to pull them out like by 2 or something. If I pull them out by 2, it'll be, I think I'll be done. So it doesn't pull it out by 2. Do I perhaps have to? I need to use this space up here. I never used that. Okay, so maybe I need to do this. This doesn't do any pulling. Yeah, it doesn't do any pulling at all. I probably need to pull you up into here. So like, this pull looks like the first and only step I can do. I need to pull. I think I need to pull up from here, but I don't know how I do that. I can't really do a good pull either. Like, that's a pull, but not a great pull. I can do a pull from here. I wonder if pulling across borders is valid. Probably is. Okay. Again, already stuck. That's actually kind of insane that I'm already stuck. I feel like this is the only first move. This is the first and only move I can do. I can either move this here to progress or here to progress. Both get them... Or... This one isn't completely stuck. I can just pull this back and reset what I wanted to do. This one is, I think, fully stuck though. I can't actually go underneath it and do anything. Okay. Let's say I do this first. This? Oh, that's another pull I can do. What the heck? Sure. Right, I didn't expect that pull to be possible. Okay. Of course. So that's the next step. This doesn't do anything, because no real pull can occur there. I mean, a pull can occur from here, but not really. I sort of want to pull from here, this way, but now they are facing towards the left. I can't move left into the Aleph. So I'm gonna do another pull, probably like this. Yeah, okay. So I think shifting you up by 1 and then pulling like that. That gets you up there in the right-ish position. This is better. Pull, and we're done. Second pull. Now we're done. Okay, jeez. There you go. Okay. Alright, big one. We cannot redirect anything right now. We just have to pull this entire setup out. This is... awkward. Can I... Is any weird pull possible? No. That's not a pull I can do either. This is not a pull. This is a regular. Oh, this isn't a pull either. I forgot. Oh, I didn't notice. This is the only pull I can actually do, and because it's completely stuck down there, none of these can pull up. So this is stuck. I can either only pull left or right. Wait, what? I can pull from below. I can pull up as well. Oh, I can do this. There you go. So I can do a failed push. That does a pull. Okay. I wonder if this counts. That technically also counts to get this out. So yes. Maybe I can use you as a block? Or maybe I can use you as a way of pulling this out. I need you to be slightly... I needed the down diagonal to be somewhat different. I need you to be facing up, up left, I think. You're gonna slot up there and then pull that out. Is there any other way? Vertical won't work. Yeah, so I need this to be up left. I can't really pull on this anymore though. The only real upward pull I can do is around here. I'm not sure if I can change that. This does the opposite of what I really want. And you know, if I did this, I can't pull up again. It's not possible. A left or right pull is completely useless. I can use you as sort of a buffer to get a failed push to occur here, but again, that's not very helpful either. I wonder if that can happen anyway. I guess this counts. Wow, that is a buffer. It's just not the buffer that I was really thinking about. Okay. So now I can pull you out. That's really fine. And honestly... Oh, honestly what? I simply just need to pull this setup out. So I guess a double buffer can work? This needs to be pushed. What kind of shape do I need? I think this needs to be a horizontal. Can I get that to work? Can I pull up like so? I think I might be able to, right? So let's not push this all the way in first. Is it possible to not? Yes, if I use this guy, I can move stuff around more freely. Okay. I suppose I can still store you elsewhere first to get better maneuverability. I want to pull you out and make you horizontal. Is that possible here? No, because then this symbol would need to be here, and then, you know, I can't block myself pushing upwards. Oh no, I can. Wait, hold on. I can. Okay, I can do this. Get you down here. That's a block that can occur. And I suppose this entire horizontal puller below can just be somewhere else. There you go. That can be retrieved. Everything is fine. Yeah. So this is another one of those pulls. There you go. Okay. So having this entire horizontal setup allows for a cool little... Yeah. I wanted that sort of idea, but not like so. Okay, so let's set you aside again. I want this. So these glyphs push on each other. You therefore can't be pushed up. And that is what allows an upward push like so to occur. There you go. Alright. Cool, cool. Now I can see how this gets really complex. In fact, I can already see what the communication level looks like. Jeez, alright. Now I can do directional changing. Yeah, there's a reason why directional changing is bad. Pull. That pull doesn't work. Do you think... No, there's no reason why this would work. Just kidding. That... What? I'm sorry, are these two things connected? Huh? So this pulls everything up, even if doing so would break the connection. These two still count as being connected. Oh my goodness. Now that is not something I expected to be possible. Oh, that allows so many things. Also, there's nothing further to our left anymore. Huh. There's no more cutscene. Oh, this is like the last world? I thought I saw something over there. Hold on. I thought I saw a hole over there. There's a tiny little dot here, you can barely see it. That does indicate a level. It's just there's no cutscene between, so maybe it's a direct... Maybe it's just a... Yeah, maybe it's just a direct connection to the next world without any cutscene. I hope there won't be a communication level there then, because I have no idea what I would go off of. Okay. So, pulling out. So, okay, what if I then did this? No, no. What if I did... I need this glyph to be out of the way first. Actually, that's not hard to do. This... Oh, that breaks it. That doesn't count. Huh. Interesting. Why? Why does that break, but not... Huh. That breaks it. I got an achievement for breaking something, by the way. Why does this break the sound? Oh, did I want that? No. Yeah, see, your direction cannot actually be changed anymore. Which means you're gone, you're dead. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to sort of pull else how. Else how? Or at least set your... I didn't want to break you, basically. Oh, I sort of wanted to pull diagonally. Oh, I didn't want to pull. Or I could put a glyph in between. A glyph in between would prevent this glyph from pulling up. But would allow the Alephant from being pulled up, but it would allow the vowel to be pulled up. Could I afford that anywhere? This glyph is this Alephant is kinda stuck. I can't really pull it at all. I can move it around, but it doesn't really help. So, okay, well, I guess... Oh gosh. What is this? Yeah, I guess that's a pull I can do. Okay, what if I try this? What happens here? This doesn't attempt to pull that, so you can't really redirect alone. Huh. Is that possible? Is that something I want to do? I can't get this glyph out. No, I cannot. This was like the only... This looks like a first step. But that breaks, and I'm not sure if that's something I can fix. And you know, once this hype happens, I can't really get this out either. Huh. Okay. I probably didn't want to pull this Alephant out that far. So let's say I don't pull it out that far. Let's say I just pull it out like that. No. What? This is so little. Yet, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, yeah, the mechanic is really complex, though. So again, I want to buffer this, sort of. But not like that. This breaks still, yeah. And I am almost completely sure that it's not possible to put this back. Yeah, that pull is valid. This pull is no longer valid. Can't really pull there. Huh. Okay. That's not. I want this, but like it doesn't pull. It has to be facing the other way. And even then, won't this still also break? Oh, you know, no, this also breaks. This doesn't work. Can you help by being here? I don't see how you can help. Even if I pushed you up, the exact same issue still occurs. I can't push you down. In fact, if I could push you down, I wonder what would happen to these three allies. It could technically still be pushed up by one. Would this be moved from under my feet? Possibly. But I think this is not meant to happen just yet. Okay. I can only break right now. But then a lot of crazy stuff happens afterwards. I can't do anything after crazy stuff happens. You can't connect to anything except this. Can't move you out. Because this prevents me from pulling. Okay, there's this, which means that it might be possible to either slide this in or go underneath and push it back out. Which means that maybe down here is fine to be in. Okay. Yes, I see. That's how I can pull you down. And if I pull you down, I can get you to move around. Move around how though? Well, I can pull you towards me. There you go. And now I can push you in there. So what happens when I do this? Anything breaks? See, this thing doesn't... The grid doesn't get pushed from under my feet. That's very interesting. So, sure. Oh, that is a cutscene. I guess I just didn't unlock it. Is that always how it's been? Weird. I thought that cutscene would have always just been there. Well, I guess you have to finish this main line of levels first. Okay, well, I guess that's that. We've made a lot of progress in this world today. Still really bummed out about the fact that I can't do anything here. I have no idea what to do here, so... maybe we'll do like a final communication spree at the very end. Right now, it's just completely breaking down this level. It's breaking me down. I have zero idea how to do that. So... yeah. Alright, well, it's fine. We'll continue doing this pulling mechanic thing next episode. We'll see, you know, just where we can go from here. I'm also probably gonna look up how to pronounce all these letters or characters. And then, you know, maybe I can just... wow, that is a very special looking character. Anyway, yeah, I'll figure out how to pronounce these and I'll come back with some information. Anyway, yeah, until then though, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.